All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, we have a revolt of Gervonta Davis's fans against their boy Gervonta Tank Davis over this Jake Paul fight. There's a lot of back and forth going on between Gervonta and fans, and it's part of the conversation. So let's talk about it in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and we are dealing with this aftermath of the press conference with Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul. There are a lot of unhappy people for some very good reasons, and specifically they are unhappy about Gervonta Tank Davis seemingly proving all of his haters wrong haters right by doing exactly what Gervonta Davis has been accused of doing for a long time, which is not taking on serious opponents and just taking money and fighting for the money. Now, before I get into the details, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter, thank you guys so much. It really, really does make a big difference to the channel, especially in that Cash App and in the super thanks of videos like this. But let's get into it. All right, man. So I've been paying attention to Twitter, and I have a lot of people that I really like listening to on Twitter and YouTube. And they have all dealt with the problem that Gervonta Davis fans almost will eventually run into, which is that Gervonta Davis, although being a very, very fan-friendly fighter, is not always the most fan-friendly person. So he will block you. He will call you he will call you this. He will do that if he doesn't like the thing that you're saying at the moment. That is something I think people have seen in Gervonta Davis consistently. If you follow him on your social media, he really does not deal with people that are fans of his any different than he deals with people that don't like him. And from my personal experience, I can kind of understand where he comes from. In this instance, and I won't say what he said or what they said, but I'll just mention the people's name because they're such solid people. You have Ray Jackson, who was on Twitter, one of the more popular and well-known Twitter guys that had a back and forth with Gervonta Davis, responded to Gervonta Davis and was like, you say F the fans, but the reason that the fans are getting upset is because you give us this BS fight like this, right? Then you also had him go with a guy named A-Side. Really good dude, A-Side. Won't say what he said about A-Side, but A-Side was somebody that was defending Gervonta, for a long time, especially against things that were related to Shakur Stevenson yapping, right? But what happens, Gervonta Davis winds up not appreciating it when you say something that you don't like the fact that this fight is garbage. It's just garbage. And you can't blame the fight fans for saying that the fight is garbage. But here's the thing though. If Tank needs to get into the mindset of the fans and understand why fans would necessarily not be happy about this particular fight, well, then I guess maybe the fans might want to put themselves in the position of Gervonta Davis and see why Gervonta Davis would react like that. And I'm going to tell you what it is. Almost nothing. And I mean it, man. I mean it. Almost nothing Gervonta Davis has done in his fight career has gone without criticism. Almost nothing. When he fought, if you go back to every fight he has had at 135 pounds, his fights he has been met with the same reaction by most of the boxing media. We don't want to see that fight. When he fought Leo Santa Cruz, it was, we don't want to see that fight. Leo Santa Cruz isn't a 135 pounder. When it's Hector Garcia, we don't want to see that fight. We want to see another fight. Who's Hector Garcia? When he fights Frank Martin, who we don't want to see Frank Martin. Who's Frank Martin? That's a terrible fight. Frank Martin's a terrible fight, right? Ryan Garcia, same thing. Oh, he's an underwear model. This is not a real fight. If you would sit in the position of Gervonta and look at the things that have been said about Gervonta Davis fights consistently, you will absolutely positively see that Gervonta Davis expects and should expect that reaction from anybody. So how is he truly supposed to differentiate, right? If he knows the criticism is coming, the criticism comes from you, he's going to lump you in with everybody else and just say, okay, it was only a matter of time. The fact of the matter is he has really given up a lot of people very exciting fights, have made a lot of people a lot of money, but a lot of people really show appreciation for the guy. The boxing media most certainly doesn't. And the crazy thing is that if you look at who Gervonta Davis has fought, two of the guys that he beat at 135 and 140 that people said they didn't want him to see him fight are now world champions at the division in the 147-pound division. So, I'm sorry, man. I feel for, and I'm not going to say I'm not going to feel for him because it is what it is, man. You don't get along with everybody. Men are men, not everybody gets along. And sometimes you get along with somebody for a while and then some crap happens and you don't get along with them anymore. That's just, that's just life. No different for a fighter, a friend and a friend, between a fighter and a fan. It's just what it is, man. But I would say, man, appreciate what this guy is doing, man, and cut him some slack, because the fact of the matter is, bro, he really is going in there to fight a guy that is 195 pounds and very well may be juicing on him. He's going to go get a quick paycheck because he's earned the ability to go get that quick paycheck. There's almost nobody that wouldn't do the exact same thing. If somebody was going to pay me, if all I have to do is go sit down and talk to somebody for a couple hours, like for an hour, 45 minutes, and explain to them, talk boxing to them, and it's an easy, pleasant conversation, why wouldn't I go out there and get that money? You're obviously going to get the money. So let Gervonta get the money, criticize him all you want, because that's part of the conversation too. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve the criticism. What I'm saying is don't be surprised the reaction that he gives to the criticism, because, man, when somebody is criticized all the time, they start expecting criticism. And when they get a lot of unfair criticism, it's very hard for them to differentiate the fair criticism from the unfair criticism. And that is something that I've warned people about with Gervonta Davis for a long time. And what I've been warning people about with just fighters in general from the PBC, and how the mainstream media is always dumping on these guys. But then when they actually do something, when they need criticism, truly deserve the criticism, then it's just, when their fans jump on them for that, it's piling on and they're not going to process it correctly. So to me, I don't have a problem with Gervonta Davis fighting Jake Paul. Gervonta Davis wants to fight Jake Paul, move on, fight whoever else, or not fight whoever else. Man, that's his prerogative, man. And I'm not raining on his parade and all of that. It just is what it is, because everybody else has been able to do it. Tyson Fury was able to do it. Tyson Fury was fighting fights that were non-competitive fights. People cheered it. He fight Deontay Wilder. Then he jumps out and fights, I can't even remember the name of these, probably not in order, guys like Sefi Safiri and Otto Wallin and that kind of fight. Man, these people are doing this stuff and they're doing it on a regular basis. These people are trying to force Gervonta Davis up into 140 and 147 to chase guys that were already bigger than him. Hey, man, let the guy get his money, man. And if he flips on you a little bit about it, hey, man, it just comes with the territory. Because, hey, again, I know what it's like, man. I have people criticize me on a daily basis, bro. And a lot of it is very, very unfair. So when somebody gives you a fair critique or something fair to say about you, you wind up having an attitude about it because you have to differentiate it from the normal nonsense. Anyway, again, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.